Hey everyone, welcome to Digital Hoarders, episode number 14. We're so glad to have you here today and have you listening. Great to be back after a long holiday with our families and friends. We hope yours was just as wonderful. Let's get right into it. It's just another great podcast up. So, Brandon, what do we got going on today?
Well, today, we are going to discuss all the crap we bought on Black Friday that we probably shouldn't have.
Bought stuff?
Well, got a couple things here and there. Doc probably bought like 6 more TVs. We're going to talk about all the games that we got. If anybody got systems or electronics or stuff that nobody needs that our spouses will yell at us for.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all the games that we got that we'll put on our list next year.
Yeah.
Because we won't get to them.
The 2 I got are sequels to games I didn't beat because I talked about it last week and I'm weak and I did it anyway. But I will talk about last week I put a poll up about which games I should play, and to literally nobody's surprise, Rise won that poll. And it's really fun. I like it. It's very God of War. It's a hack and slash, and no hack and slash really reinvents the genre. And I just like hack and slash. The combat kind of feels a little more Arkham Knighty too, like Arkham Asylum, because of the constantly deflecting people coming behind you and stuff like that. It's nice and violent, so I like that. It's a pretty game. I put say 3 hours into it so far. Okay. I didn't get to play it a whole lot, but I'm 3 chapters through already. Apparently it's about a 6-hour game, which is fine with me. But I do like it. I was talking to somebody on Twitter yesterday about it feels like it has the Order 1886 syndrome, where it's a really pretty game that's really not that long, and it has a lot of QTEs. And both of those games were kind of unjustly just torn apart by the media and by critics, because I think both those games are really good. I absolutely love The Order, and I can already tell that I love Rise. While I'm not at the end, I don't foresee it changing just drastically, just completely changing the way that it plays. I would love to see a sequel to that game, even though I haven't beat it. That's just, I know I like it. And what I like about that game is something I think Microsoft needs to do again is take a gamble on something, because now they play it too safe with Here's and Horza, Gears, Halo, and Forza. They know they sell. They're going to sell perfectly fine. But when the Xbox One came out, they rolled the dice a lot. Hey, here's Dead Rising 3. That's just our game.
Well, and we forget, like, Gears and Halo weren't a thing. They just existed and now they are the huge thing that they are because they took a chance.
And what I want to see, though, is them, look at something like their 3 games that I think they should put sequels out for: Rise, Sunset, and maybe Quantum Break. Like, give these games a chance to breathe. Let people see where they can go from here. That is one thing I want to see Microsoft do. Is I get it. That train of Gears and Forza and Halo makes a ton of money, but guess what? So does other games. You got to try. So if they do a Rise 2, I'm all over it. I know Crytek is the engine behind Rise, hence why it's so damn pretty. Who's the studio behind it, Doc? Besides Microsoft, but on Rise.
On Rise? I thought it was just Crytek.
Is it just Crytek? Okay.
Yeah, let me look. I got it right here.
Okay, and that scares me, because if it's just Crytek, that's not a Microsoft-owned studio.
Yeah.
And then that's going to follow the same thing like Sunset did.
But I'm sure they own the IP.
No, Microsoft doesn't buy IPs.
That's right.
Microsoft puts money out to great developers to make great games, but they don't buy the IPs.
That's right.
PlayStation buys the IPs. Hello, Rise.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Rise, everyone. It is, just
Crytek? And Microsoft Studio?
Okay. Yeah, because I know Roby, he worked on this game. He's a game director, so he worked.
What's up, Roby?
Is that the guy that gives away stuff all the time?
Yeah, he's on Mixer.
Yeah, it seems like I see him on Twitter. I don't know who he is, but he seems like a really nice guy. He's always giving something away, and people love him, so that's awesome.
He's in charge of Age of Empires, that whole thing right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
but it's one of those things I think Microsoft should, don't abandon it. Like, still roll with it, and let's see what else there is. Give me a Rise 2. Give me a, I don't know. It's something, like I said, they took that gamble when the Xbox One launched, which was very smart. but they fell off of it, and then they do put out random titles like Cuphead, which is fantastic, and then really random titles like that Pixar Rush game and the Disneyland and Zoo Tycoon. Like they try random things, but I want to see them take a serious IP that's not Gears or Halo. I want to see him do that again because I think Rise.
Goodness gracious!
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey everybody!
I like video games.
Because I think that I think Rise could do perfectly fine. Hell, I'm not playing it on an X, but I can't imagine how beautiful that thing looks on an X. I'm sure Wagerman will say in the chat, and we're just looking for it, how beautiful that thing is on the X.
And there he is. He says, "Hey Anchorman."
Hey Anchorman. Right on cue. But yeah, so I'm 100% into it. The good thing about it being 6 hours, I kind of like 6 hour games because I'll knock it out by tomorrow probably if I just sit down and play. I know you and I were just talking about the order whenever you get around to playing it. Same thing. You can knock that thing out in 5 to 6 hours. You could probably get the platinum in 7 to 8 and you'll have the plat. It's not a hard plat. Unfortunately, I wanted to 100% Rise.
There he goes.
There it is. Looks nice on the X.
Okay.
My man. I wanted to get the 100% on Rise, but there's 12 online trophies.
Get out of here with that shit.
Not doing it. Sorry. But the other game I played recently, which I did get the platinum because of this beautiful gentleman.
I'm so sweet.
So I
Disney Rush.
I've been exactly Pixar Rush. Disneyland. We said hi to all the mascots. I wanted to play Assassin's Creed Origins, and the reason I want to play it is because it feels a lot like Far Cry. And I went, shit, I never 100% beat all of the DLC for Far Cry 4. Let me go back and do that. I turn it on, I realize I'm only 6 trophies away from the platinum. So I said, fuck that. And I knocked that out thanks to this guy. There was 2 that you had to do online together.
Well, there are 3 total online trophies, right?
3 total online. One
which...
you just have to play in each kind of public match. And then the other 2 you have to play the campaign co-op with a buddy. But we knocked those out really, really quick.
Yeah, it was super quick. I had to get up to the point in the game where I could join in on co-op play because I played it for I guess a lot less than I thought, but less than an hour. I guess probably about an hour or so because I had 2 or 3 missions left to finish Act 1. So I jumped in. I did all that while Brandon watched Walking Dead. And
that's right. That was his birthday present to me.
Yeah, I hopped in and I was like, what can I do that doesn't cost me any money? Yeah, I'll play a couple games of Far Cry 4. I was so bad at it. In fact, it was our first chance to try out share play, which
everybody not talking about this?
Yeah, I had no idea how that worked. It was super cool. I'm just I'm playing, and Brandon's like, well, just go over to the share button and send it over to me. And I hit the little button, and all of a sudden, he's moving my character around and shooting people in the face.
So for those who might not know what it is, PS4 has share play on it. So what that means is if Alden's playing, I can request to view his screen. So I can watch his screen. And he plays, and I'm just there watching. But he can also, much like a WebEx seminar, he can hand control over to me, and I could play the game from there because he was struggling to pick up the controls because it'd been a year or 2 since he played it.
Yeah.
So it's just hand it over to me, and then we went through and we got to where we needed to be. I didn't notice there was a little bit of lag at first, but I'm sure if both people are on really secure wired connections, there'd be no lag. It's really cool. I feel like it's not a thing that's utilized a whole lot. Hell, I've had mine since day 1, and that's the first time I've ever used it because I don't really care to because I'm playing my game. I don't really care, but for this, it works out perfect.
But and say you're somebody who moved away and you've still got a friend back home, and you're like, man, I wish we could still play games together. Oh, you super can.
Yeah,
and it's really cool.
It's super. Yeah, you don't need anything outside of just the PS4.
It sounds like a sales pitch right now,
really
which probably helps that Brandon
PS4 $199
works for Sony. I don't. It was really cool. I had never used it. I'd never experienced that, and it was a really kind of a cool experience just to be like, hey, show me how to play this game, and he did, and then I went on and did the rest of it myself. But it was really cool.
A lot of fun.
And the platinum popped.
And that plat.
Wow. So, I'm going to have to take notes on this on my PlayStation notepad with my
yes. Nice. You should clip that PlayStation pen to your PlayStation lanyard.
You played anything else? You've been at home.
But then I did 100% the DLC for it, which is called Valley of the Yetis, which was really fun. Really, really fun DLC. I didn't touch nearly as many. I told you as in that 2-week span between shows that I knew I wouldn't. I wanted to beat Rise and jump into the Minecraft story mode like we were talking about. Didn't even touch Minecraft story mode. I didn't watch a whole lot of movies. My wife Mary and I beelined through the last season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because that show was hilarious, and we somehow got a whole season behind. Mm-hmm. And we watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on Thanksgiving because, god damn, that movie is perfect. But other than that, I don't think I've done a whole lot.
What else have you been doing?
Nothing. Like, I've been really lazy.
You haven't been working.
No, I know. It's great. Just holding a baby. It's pretty fun.
Just holding a baby.
Holding a baby. No, just like because I don't like to sit down on my ass and just play video games for like a long time in a row. I don't like to do that. So I don't really, through the day, it's just running errands and just kind of relaxing, really, honestly, just breathing for a change, which is nice. But what have you been doing the last 2 weeks?
Oh, holding a baby. No.
That's where he went.
Let's see. Well, I finally got into Wolfenstein 2. And holy sheesh balls. I don't know another word for it.
I would just admit it.
Nah, that's too basic.
What is sheath balls then?
I don't know. I just made it up. It's that game is incredible. It's just a testament to how crazy this year has been. Brandon is holding up the Wolfenstein box next to me. It is larger than my head, his head. This is larger than a lot of things. Heyo.
Not me. No.
Moving on.
Alex is asking me if I got to that moment. I'm not sure what he's talking about. There's so many moments in that game. I'm about halfway through. I got to a couple crazy ass moments. I was playing last night and I wanted to cut it off so I could get enough sleep and hang out with my fiance Tanya, and I just couldn't put it down because crazy stuff just kept happening, and it was just like, well, I got to see where this goes. Oh my god, I got to see where this goes. What? I have to see where this goes. How did that happen? That game is really good.
He hasn't slept in 3 days.
Yeah, where am I? But it's a really, really cool game. If you haven't played the first one, go back and play it just so you can get to the second one. I don't know if it falls off the rails here towards the end. I remember, 2 weeks ago, Alex was saying the exact same thing. So I still don't know how it ends. It could end terribly. And then I'll take that back. But it's just so crazy that in this year, most years, that game would have been like, I think that might be like a game of the year for me. This year, there's just been so many cool things out that it's probably top 5.
And this is
my game of the year is on my shirt. It's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Did you get to that moment where you shoot Nazis?
I did get to the moment where you shoot Nazis. Isn't that cool?
Can't wait for that part.
Okay, Alex says it ended great, so I will. I can't wait.
Did you get to the section I called BJ's got his groove back?
I gotta assume yes, Alex. Wait, that's not Alex.
Nope, that's
Anchorman.
What's up, new viewer? And that guy's awesome. I love that dude on Twitter.
Cannonball. No, what? No, that's not Ron Burgundy. No, it's anyway. I've talked about Wolfenstein 2 long enough.
What timeline did you pick?
Really cool game. I picked the timeline with Fergus. Fergie.
Black Eyed Peas. Timeline. Black Eyed Peas.
No, I don't. Oh yeah, that's good. Good joke.
Thank you. I mean, you said Fergie like that was something else.
Fergus, and you
then
said
I
Fergie.
said Fergie, and you go, yeah, Fergie.
This is
pretty
great.
sure that only requires. There's a whole lot of Fergies in the world. Who likes Fergie? Not me.
So I like Scotch.
I love lamb.
What else have I played? I played Wolfenstein. I played. I finally got into Breath of the Wild and Cuphead. So I went off of PlayStation for a little while to try those out. I played Zelda for about 8 to 10 hours, maybe 6 to 8 hours. Okay. Unpopular opinion.
I was literally
and I know it's Doc's game of the year, and I get that it's an amazing game. It's a really, really great game. Without question, it's a great game. But it's really frustrating to me at times, and I feel like it was designed that way on purpose. And I get that a lot of people like to explore and experience the world, and I don't know, it's too big. Horizon was a big world. It wasn't too big. Zelda, it would take me like an hour to get from one spot to another that I wanted to get to. And along the way, you run into something that's way overpowered to you and you die. And it doesn't just save. So you go all the way back to where you started an hour ago, where you walked from that spot to that spot, or you get to a spot where you know exactly where you want to go, but it's on the top of that mountain that you're at, and it's raining, and you can't climb the mountain when it's raining, so you have to wait 10 minutes or whatever it takes in game time for the rain to stop and the sun to come out because you can't climb anymore. And that really breaks up the fun to me. It could be a really, really fun game. It just, I don't know. I feel like, and I went online because I was just so upset with myself. I love Zelda. I love Zelda games. I've been obsessed with Zelda since I was a kid. The first time I played the first NES Zelda, it was like a life-changing experience to me. I want to get a Triforce tattoo, but that's so overdone that I haven't done it. But it was too much. Like, it was like they said, we need to make sure people play it for a long time. What's the best way to do that? Oh, let's make it really impossible to get from here to here. And like I said, I was going online to look up what other people thought, and it's just like people are so ready to argue with anybody who has that opinion. I saw one guy who posted on it, I think on Reddit, maybe GameFAQs, who was like, does anybody else agree? Like, it's just a little bit too big, and I wish it was a little bit smaller and it was a little more fun, which was exactly what I was thinking. And then all of the comments underneath are like, you're an idiot. You don't even know good games. Go back to play Xbox, you loser. And
Nintendo fanboys have gotten really salty all of a
so
sudden.
salty. And then there was
they came from,
one of these people who's attacking him was like, you're so stupid. What's wrong with you? I'm 295 hours into the game, and I don't think it's long enough.
What the fuck?
What? I don't have – that's the comment where I saw it.
285 hours too many.
Exactly. I saw that comment, and I was like, I got to – like, if this is 295 hours is great – I got to back off for a while. I got to get to some games that I'm going to enjoy. I'll get back to Zelda at some point. Probably not until I get a Switch, because I think all of those journeys would be a lot more bearable if I wasn't tethered to one spot playing it. Like, maybe if I was just, stuck at a doctor's office and I could play for an hour there and get from point A to point B, it wouldn't be so stressful or annoying to me. But
is there any game you've ever put? I know it's for Doc, it's Ark. Is there any game you've ever put 295 hours into?
Doc's put 295 hours into Ark this week. Yeah, I don't even know how that happens. Skyrim.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I put hundreds and hundreds of hours into Skyrim. I think that and Fallout 3 are the only games I've ever done that with. But Skyrim, just far and away, I probably put close to 1,000 hours total into that. Wow. Which is crazy.
That's insane. And now you want to do it with Skyrim VR as well.
Yeah, I do. But it came out, Skyrim came out at a time where that was new, and exploring that world was kind of a new experience. But also, my daughter didn't live with me. She lived with her mom. So I was just alone all the time, and I was depressed because I didn't have my kid. So I would just go home from work every day and just get lost in that world. Murder dragons. That was my favorite part. Just chasing down dragons and
I've told you this before. I've never played Skyrim because it's exactly what you said about. I know, right? It's exactly what you said about Breath of the Wild. Is like, I loved Horizon. Mm-hmm. When Horizon was first announced, I was a little worried that it was going to be the Witcher 3 size scale. Games like that, I just stay away from, because I'm like, I'm never gonna put that much time into it to get back what I should. Now I have Skyrim on PS4. It is one that I always say I'm gonna fire it up, but it's there. But like, I have The Witcher as well, and I don't know. Like, I think it looks gorgeous, and I'm sure across the board everybody loves both of those games.
Yeah.
So clearly they're very good games. It's just, I know me, and I'm not gonna sit down for 100+ hours. Like, Far Cry 4, getting back into that, that's one of my most played games of all time. And the little clock there had me, when I was all said and done, at 78 hours. And that's how I am with games. Like, I just bounce around too damn much. Like, now, if you took Madden as a franchise and put all the hours, I don't even want to think about it. That's frightening. But one singular game. I don't do that with games. So
well, I think Skyrim, you don't have to experience it like that. It's you level up fast enough while you're playing the game that you could just go through story. But to be honest, the story in Skyrim isn't amazing.
Yeah.
So it's really about experiencing that world, and it feels different than Zelda does. And I don't think it's just the time that I'm playing it. Zelda was frustrating. Like I said, you would get to the place where you finally I'm almost there. It's right up there on top of that mountain. Oh, it's raining and I can't. And that was so annoying to me. And it takes it from being like an experience and turns it into a chore. And I don't mean to just shit all over it. It's a really great game. And maybe I need to get better at it. But after 8 hours into it, I should be better at it.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. Corrado has 4,000 hours in Team Fortress 2.
Oh,
I was hoping that K was supposed to be a 0 and you meant to put 40, but no, 4,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. Doc, what are you sitting at Arc right now?
12,000? No, I'm sitting right under 400 hours total from the thing, but that's not even my most played game. Take a wild guess. What my
Disneyland Adventures?
No, it's on any platform. I'll open this up to chat. What do you? I'll answer this in a few minutes when it's my turn. But
it's on any platform.
On any platform, one game. I have a lot of hours. Just take a guess on how many hours or how many days I have.
Is this game? Is on multiple platforms?
I'm gonna guess.
It's only on one platform.
It's only on one platform.
Well, Anchorman guessed my guess.
Yeah.
Minecraft?
Doc,
no.
Okay, go ahead.
No. Okay.
Riveting radio.
Yeah.
Well, my collector's boxes are sitting behind me. I always get every collector's.
Hold on, we're lagging here. We're watching the YouTube stream. We can't see behind you.
Oh, De Niro got it right. World of Warcraft.
Warcraft. Okay.
World of Warcraft. I have. Okay. I had checked about 3 days ago when I last was in, but I have 552 days played across all my tunes, which equates to 13,368 hours.
I don't even think I've been alive that long.
I have played since the original launch of World of Warcraft, so I love my World of Warcraft.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah, I saw the movie. I own
it any
movie.
good? I have the movie too. Is it any good? I've never watched it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. For World of Warcraft fans, the lore, the just visually being there, it created a space, just a lot of memories. My wife, she's like, it's whatever. She played for a little bit. She'd only just sit on the back of the mount while I went around and I did all my dailies and questing and all that stuff. Yeah. But I love it. I think I have close to 80 some different characters across all platforms under 3 accounts. So yeah, I just love it. Yeah.
Well then,
there's another Anchorman has at least 1,000 hours in Minecraft. I gotta step my fucking game up here.
I forgot. Not Minecraft, but Terraria. I probably put a few hundred hours into that.
Really?
Yeah, maybe like 200-ish.
Not get into that.
I loved that game.
I gotta try it again.
I
step my game.
It's more of like a. I mean, you can do either. You can play it like Minecraft, where you build a whole bunch of cool stuff. But Terraria, I played it more to play the game of it, where you go through and you try to beat all the bosses and you try to level yourself up. I was never really building anything too cool. I would build a box house for all my people, but then I would just try to get the coolest and newest weapons, and then you kill a boss with that weapon, and then you have to get a better weapon to fight the next boss. So,
did the giant skull always kick your ass?
No, hell no. Giant skull was my bitch. What's his name? Skeletron,
Skeletor.
I don't remember.
It's funny.
What have you been playing / watching, Doctor?
Well, for me, it definitely has been Ark. I have been Ark addicted to that damn game. Yeah, it's been amazing. I've been having so much fun. Definitely just been balls to the wall on that one. So I literally don't know. I mean, that one's fun. I downloaded this Nier Automata game.
You downloaded it, but you gotta play it.
I know. I've had a lot of different things, and now I'm in Call of Duty right now because my brother got Call of Duty because someone sent it to him for early Christmas. I don't know who that.
Someone sent Nier Automata to you for early Christmas
I know.
too.
I know.
And Gran Turismo and
Yeah, I got Gran
Knack 2.
Turismo. Yeah, I got Knack 2. So, yeah.
Who is that? Arado in the chat is saying let's talk about Nearcast. I agree 100%. I want you guys to play Nier so bad. Nier is, I'm not sure that Brandon's gonna love it. I'm not sure. He might. The story is kind of crazy, but if it weren't for Horizon, Nier would easily be my favorite game or my game of the year.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, I definitely need to play that. So I'm probably coming up this next week. I'll give it.
You're not gonna put down Ark.
I'll
be playing it and feeling guilty that like your pterodactyl's hungry or something.
No, I log in, I feed my dinosaurs, and then I move along. So, but that's it.
Like
I was about to say, what is it? Farmville,
Yeah.
2017.
But no, it was good. I mean, I got hooked on it. I like the aspect because I do like building games, that kind of sim. I love Minecraft-esque, that whole thing. But it's got dinosaurs. I'm hunting. I'm exploring. I've just this cool stuff. So definitely was having fun with it. It's a good thing with my family and my brother. So it was fun. But also, I have to say, moving to the X, it's made the experience much, much more enjoyable. It's clear, it's visually great, and the game just runs a lot better. So
you are a graphics snob.
No, I'm saying what it does is with all that stuff, it allows the game to run a lot better. Because if you play it on the regular Xbox, everything's just like, what the heck? I can't see. It's all dark and foggy. So it was good for that. But then Call of Duty, I know unpopular opinion, people still hating on Call of Duty. It's actually probably my favorite Call of Duty ever. So, yeah.
Now, people hate on Call of Duty before they touch Call of Duty because it's just popular to hate on Call of Duty. But I'm with you all the way. I think World War II is a fantastic game.
Are you playing through the story mode or online?
I'm playing through the story mode. I'm halfway on the thing, and then I've been playing a lot of multiplayer with my brother, and we've just been really enjoying it. It's been fun. I love the new headquarters area, and today with the new update where everyone's in the lobby with you in the headquarters, a whole bunch of people. It's just more alive. It's cool, and it's just cool interaction. I mean, right before this, I got a supply drop, and a Doc uniform, World War II dropped in my box. I was like, yes, that's so awesome. So now Doc's got Doc. So.
And a cupcake.
Doc's got Doc. I like how you said that, like, just to cover up the fact that you're actually probably playing right now.
Yeah.
No, I turned it off. I actually turned it off. So we're doing good. So, but no, it's been good. A ton of new games. It's just, I have too many damn games. It's ridiculous. So, digital hoarding.
It's almost like we're all digital hoarders.
And speaking of too many damn games, how many games did you add to it over Black Friday weekend / Cyber Monday
/ last week?
Every fucking day.
Yeah, because it's Black Friday month apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, jeez, they all fell.
We gotta switch back over.
Let me grab it real quick.
Oh no, Doc! Not on the camera.
It's X-rated. Alden, what did you buy?
Well, he's gonna pop back in here with whatever he grabbed.
I didn't know how big the box was. He was coming back with like a fucking.
Oh no, I'm not. So I got Project Cars 2.
He just like comes back in like.
So I have
games.
No,
it's an actual pterodactyl.
I have this for the PC, but I finally picked up Ghost Recon Wildlands for Xbox because the Xbox patch. Got Prey.
Okay.
Got Injustice 2.
I love that game.
And Brandon, your gift. So I guess.
Yes!
But then we got because I loaned out the copy to a friend, and I got everybody's golf. So I picked that up again because I loaned that out. I mean, $19, whatever. It's cool. I got those. And then big shout out to Juice. He got me Agents of Mayhem.
Yeah, I saw that. He gifted that to you.
Yeah, he gifted that to me. And I feel so bad for forgetting his name on the thing. He gifted me Evil Within 2.
Nice.
So yes, I'm very excited.
Doc, Doc. When I think Hoarders, I think Doc.
I know. Also gift you a new pair of pants.
Disposable underwear.
That's what's weird. Like, why hasn't PlayStation done a gifting feature yet? Like, because I like
Xbox
that.
just finally rolled it out. I think it's a really smart feature.
Because I mean, like, because Amazon now will have a lot of digital codes that you can buy.
Yeah, they try to match like PSN and Xbox Live sales.
Yeah, they usually drop it down. I know I got you a game. Oh, I got you Edith Finch a while ago, just so we could all play it together. But you have to go through it that way. You can't just get it on PSN. I don't know. I've always wanted it.
It's a cool feature. I am going to try that out for some of our listeners. Once we get closer to Christmas, I'll gift some games out.
That's my name.
So, yeah, I got that. I mean, I wish they would do movies. That would be cool. I'd love to gift y'all like a 4K movie. I mean,
probably a weird licensing thing with that.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I picked up 2 of the Blu-rays. Me and Best Buy were friends. I picked up Kong finally for $15. So, and then I got Spider-Man, which is somehow delayed. That thing shipped the day before Thanksgiving, and it's still not here. But everything else arrived, and I ordered that stuff on Friday. That's crazy.
Have you seen Spider-Man?
I saw it in theater. I took my wife to go see it in theater.
So good.
That's one of the only movies I've seen in theater in a long time. I'm a huge Spider-Man nerd.
He's like really
drink out of my Spider-Gwen mug right now.
Really excited, and this isn't a joke, to go see Pitch Perfect 3 in theaters.
I love Pitch Perfect so much. Like, I'm such a big music fan, and you guys will know that if you listen to #DadPod. We talked about music all night. But I love Pitch Perfect. I didn't like Pitch Perfect 2 very much, actually, but I loved the first one so much.
I've seen 4 minutes of it and been like, nope.
But
because my wife Mary and his fiance Tanya were gonna go see it, and apparently his fiance was like, "No, Alden really wants to see it too."
I do really.
And
my
wife was like, "I just wanted a girls' night out," but no, she's not allowed because Alden will be tagging along. He'll be sitting in the back like it's like
third wheel.
Your kids at a date, like.
You get your hand off her.
Oh, that's too funny. But yeah, it was a good deal. Black Friday was good. What'd you guys snag? I mean, I'm looking at something behind you. So
the curtain?
Yeah. Physically, I did buy the Wolfenstein 2 Collector's Edition, which I said I wasn't going to do, and that me not doing that lasted like 8 hours, and then I bought it. So I had bought Wolfenstein 2 for the $25 at Best Buy. And then for Cyber Monday, they put the collector's item down to 60, collector's edition down to 60. And then with Gamers Club, it was 47.
Yeah.
So I returned my unopened copy and picked up this one instead because it's really cool looking. If you guys watched 2 weeks ago, I said the games I really want to get, I probably shouldn't because they're sequels to games I haven't beat.
Yeah.
But I'll probably buy them, and I did. It was Wolfenstein 2 and Evil Within 2. And that Jeopardy Wheel of Fortune game, just like I said I would.
That was a sequel to the first Jeopardy that you didn't play.
But I beat the first Jeopardy. So I'm about halfway through the first Wheel of Fortune. But so I did buy that. It's just fun to play with my wife. But and then for Black Friday, GameStop was doing a promotion where if you traded in your PS4, you got $140, and then they had the 1 terabyte Slim for $200. Plus, they gave you a $50 gift card. So I had 2 PS4s, one that I never used, and I said, "Screw it." Essentially, it's a free. It's an even swap. So I took the other one back that I never played, and I got the Slim and a $50 gift card. And with that $50 gift card, I bought LA Noire and some PlayStation credit. And when it all was said and done, they essentially gave me $5 to trade my PS4, and so that's kind of a no-brainer.
It really was like, I have the Xbox One and the PS4, but if you didn't have one, this was like a nuts deal. Like you could have gotten either one for under $200. You could have gotten a PS4 for essentially $150. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was. Why not? I mean, and so now I'm slowly. And then I bought a 3 terabyte hard drive for $60 off of Amazon. It was one of their Black Friday deals. So 3 terabyte portable hard drive's not a bad deal. Whoops. I don't think I bought anything else.
Didn't get any other games?
On the PSN sale, I bought my Minecraft Season 2, the new Batman Telltale, and something else, but I don't remember what it was. Something small. So I bought a few of the PSN Black Friday sales. The Black Friday sale digitally was a little lackluster this year, and then they didn't have a Cyber Monday sale at all, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
And apparently the sale this week sucks.
It's garbage.
So it's kind of weird. But I'm trying to think what the other game was I got. I can't think of it, but I'll look that up. What did you think?
I didn't get a whole lot just because I've said enough. I have so many games that I want to get to right now that it wasn't that imperative that I jumped into something else. I did get a few games that were great deals. I mean, I did get the Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 because I'm going to play that. Shoot, what else did I get? Oh, I got the Life is Strange Before the Storm. Got that to play through with my fiance Tanya. And I got Square was doing a Black Friday sale, and the original Nier for PS3 was on sale for like $15 or something. I think $10. Where if you get it at GameStop, it's like $35-$40 used for PS3, and you can't get it digitally. And I've never played that game, and I just love Nier Automata so much. And I've heard that Nier is a bit of I don't know, a slog to play through. There are a lot of glitches, or it's hard to get through certain spots. But I just kind of want to get a little bit more of that Nier Automata feel, so I want to go back and play it. I've also heard from a lot of people that it's an amazing game despite all that. So once I get through all these games that I'm going through now, Wolfenstein 2 and a couple others that I've got on the docket, I'm going to get to that. I don't know if I got I don't know if I really got much else. I got a few things for gifts that I won't bring up on the show because my kids will find out. That's about it. Not too of I talk good.
I speak words well.
I didn't go crazy this Black Friday, which is weird for me. And it was, I mean, like if PSN had done a flash sale, I just know me, and I would have been all over that. They didn't, so I only got a few games.
The other games I got, I just looked it up, was I got all the Shantae games because I only had one of them on my PS4, and I had a couple on my Vita. But I got the other two, Shantae and the Half Genie and whatever the other one was.
Half Genie is really good.
And then the Lego Ninjago game. I'm going to play with my kids. I'm sure that'll be fun.
Yeah, I want to play that too. It was still $30, I think, for the sale, and I'll wait.
Yeah, it was 30, and then because I bought that PS4, it had the 20% coupon off. So
did you get Lego Dimensions?
Yeah, we have literally every.
Yeah, I have Lego Dimensions. I played through about an hour of it, and I haven't gotten back to it. It's kind of a pain in the ass to play.
Good to know.
You haven't played it at all?
No, not at
all. Oh, damn.
I'm not kidding when I say if you open up a checklist right now of all the sets, we have them all. Mm-hmm. And I've put exactly no minutes into that game.
Exactly negative. It's a really cool game, but there's so much to it where you have to actually get up and change things on the portal while you're playing, and you're like, okay, now I'm at this part of the level. I need to move this guy to this part of the portal so I can shoot this part of the thing, and then I have to rearrange the portal so it'll work with this. And after about an hour of it, I was like, I just need a nap. Like this is a workout now. Unless you have it right next to you, but then it's just a pain in the ass too. I want to get back to it. Yeah. I want to get to it because I have a bunch of cool packs for it. I have Portal, and Portal is one of my favorite IPs of all time, and I want to experience that some more. But it's just the thought of having to like put it all together again and go through this, that, and the other to just try to get. I don't know. Diego just asked where Doc is because Brandon and I won't shut up. Doc, say something.
I'm here. I'm just enjoying you guys going to town. I'm having fun with it.
If you're new to the show, this happens a lot.
Yeah, sorry.
See, there's a rabbit trail, and they just ran down. I'm waiting at the entrance, like, okay, they'll be back.
Did you play Lego Dimensions at all?
I played maybe 30 seconds of it at a demo station, and I was like, what is this shit? Nope, okay, I'm out.
All right, wow.
So that was me. Yeah, so I mean, I love Legos. Like physically, I love building with Legos, but the Lego worlds, I was just like, what? And so maybe it was just a demo, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. Maybe I'm just much more of a Minecraft, and
Now you said Lego Worlds. If you ever played Lego World, that game actually is a lot of fun.
I love that game.
I love that game.
Oh,
did you ever play that one?
It's different. The Lego Dimensions is the one that's like.
I got it mixed up. Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, so Lego Worlds is the building thing, right?
Open world kind of Minecraft DS.
Okay, yeah.
Lego
So
thing.
I did that at E3. I played that one. That one's good. Sorry.
Okay.
But that
you don't like
Dimension.
the physical building one, Dimensions.
Dimensions is the one that's like, it's got like the Skylanders kind of thing where you put the guys on the portal and like.
I hate that. That's a money trap. That's I would get sucked into that. That's why I did a Disney game and I was like, oh man, I love this Disney Infinity. And it's like, oh, get a new character to unlock. I'm like, no, I better stop. I'm not.
I forgot on Black Friday. I did order. I just rewatched the Lego Batman movie, and it's such a fun movie. I love that movie so much. I want to watch it more. I want to watch it like once a week just to be happy. I know, and that's what I've been watching it on.
There you go. But you bought it?
The Lego Dimensions pack was like.
Oh, I thought you meant to bought the Lego Batman.
No, the pack was like $15 at Best Buy on Black Friday, so I got that just because I want to play that.
Movie's so good.
Yeah, I wish they had released an actual game for that movie. I
agree.
A bummer.
That's what everything got tied up into was. There was a couple Lego games that still came out while Dimension was alive, like Force Awakens. Mm-hmm. Marvel Superheroes 2 just came out.
Worlds
came out. And Lego City Undercover, which is really fun. They brought over from the Wii U to the PS4 and the Xbox One. And at the Switch, I believe. They're fun. Did any of you play Lego City Undercover?
No.
It's like GTA Lego.
I heard it's really cool.
Less hookers, though.
Well, then what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, don't count me in. I need my hookers and drinking and smoking and drinking. And then I got to go get my money back.
You do get to, you do murder a lot of Legos in the game, though. So.
Okay.
Not really. You hit them with cars and they break, but then they put them back together.
Welcome to Lego Pod.
Yeah. Hey, if you're new to the show, we don't really stay on topic here. Oh yeah, and the Lego Ninjago game, which I literally just said. I don't know how I forgot that. Woo!
Is anybody still there?
Nope, just Alex saying you forgot this. I do want to play Marvel Superheroes 2, though. I think that game was a lot of fun.
Lego
the first
Marvel
one was
Superheroes
really
2.
fun. Yes, Lego Marvel. No, because if it was a regular Marvel game, it would be shut down.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Can we please talk about that? So I've got my Spider-Gwen mug. I love Marvel Heroes Omega, the PS4 and Xbox version of the PC game. It's a really fun game. It was. It's dead now. They killed it. It was one of those games where I put probably 50 hours in over the course of 2 weeks, and I was like, I got other games I got to get to. I'll come back to this game a few months from now, and now it's dead. I played as Spider-Gwen. It is because of me.
Because you left it alone. It was waiting. When will Alden sign back on?
Yeah, Spider-Gwen was just sitting there waiting for me. Spider-Gwen Ashley Johnson.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Nice. Now she'll never find work again.
But that sucks. And so it was. I don't know exactly what happened there. I know the game wasn't making a lot of money. I know it wasn't working great. I mean, there weren't just millions of people logging in. I don't know what they expected. I know the game had trouble on PC, which is why their big plan was to get funding to bring it to consoles, so that they could find a new audience. And it was free to play there, so plenty of people were able to play it without paying anything. I tried to put money into it every month just so I could help them out. Even if I wasn't going to play as that character, I bought whoever. But it was a really well done game. And then the announcement came out that it might be shutting down, and they said it's going to shut down December 31st. So I thought, okay, I'll get in there. I'll get my platinum just so I can get some time in, so I can finish out these characters, because I have characters that I bought that I just never even started. And so they said December 31st, and then it came back, no, it's going to be November 24th.
Damn.
Oh,
shit, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dick move. We're taking the game from you even sooner than you didn't want us.
Yeah, and it really was Bazillion, whoever made the game, I think it's Bazillion, they posted a thing on Twitter yesterday or the day before that was like, I know you guys have heard the rumors, it's true, and it's off. They didn't even tell you for sure, straight up, this is getting shut off on this date. It was just all that stuff you heard, yeah, you're right. It's done now. Bye, guys. Such a bummer. I love that game.
I'm
That's
glad I never got
horrible.
into it.
Yeah. And I think Dan asked in the chat, are they refunding people? No. So all that money that I put into it that I never even played, it's just gone.
Ugh. How much money? No, you probably want.
No, I don't think I put too much into it.
$711.
No, I probably only put 40 or 50 bucks in. I put in like $10 a month.
Still, ouch.
Yeah. And it was a free to play game. So I got my, $50 out of it, I guess, but it still sucks. Like that's just gone. There were characters that you just can't, unless you save up. I got Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey, and I love Jean Grey, and I love Dark Phoenix and all that. And I just couldn't wait to get to it, but I wanted to wait until I got through all of these games that I've been wanting to play for our Game of the Year talk. And she's just gone. I never got to play as Dark Phoenix, Jean Grey.
There's somebody saying that they did get refunds.
Who? I didn't get refunded.
Mike Pitch says they are refunding people automatically.
Okay.
They should start rolling out tomorrow. Thank you, Mike.
Huh.
Newcomer to the show.
That's really cool.
Xbox, at least.
Oh, Xbox. Yeah, I saw that too. The creditors made them shut down the studio. That's so stupid. Like, I don't know. And that's what's confusing about this digital era of games. Like, I don't own any of that, and I get that. And once the server shut off, it's just gone. But it was alive from, I think the beta started in April or May.
Yeah.
And now it's dead in November. I don't think the game was actually live until June or July.
They didn't even give it time to try to make anything.
Yeah, and there was no marketing at all.
Yeah. No, not at all. The biggest kind of poster boy for it that I ever saw was Greg Miller. He was a fan of it.
Yeah.
He was the only one that you really saw talking about it.
He's the reason I played it.
There you go.
Is because he was talking about Spider-Gwen being in the game. And I was like, well, let me try it out. And I happened to get Spider-Gwen out of a random loot crate. And that was it. I was in. Yeah, loot crate. I said a dirty word.
Wow.
Doc, are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here. I just actually pulled up the memo. I was reading Gazillion's thing, and basically by Gazillion's CEO, Dave Dorman, he says, banking creditors have effectively pulled the plug on the company, leading to the effective shutdown and termination of every employee at the student and the reneging of benefits, including all accrued PTO. So they lost everything, no benefits, everything.
Why would you
no
put that on the
severance
memo?
Super dick move all around.
Yeah.
The day before Thanksgiving, it went official. The creditors said, "Nope, we're not paying you. You're bankrupt." Wow, that's rough. That's
It is harsh.
Yeah.
Woof.
Feel bad for them. I mean, when people,
I
as I said before, when people gripe about games and all that stuff or try to be mean about stuff, I'm like, these people are real lives, and you see this every day, I mean, just like that, poof, their livelihood's gone, so now they got to start all over in the drop of a hat. So.
And when they pulled that's when they pulled Deadpool again, right? Deadpool's gone again digitally.
Unrelated. No, they pulled Deadpool about 2 weeks before, or a week or so before that.
Okay. I thought like all these, like everything was hitting at once, it seemed like.
Deadpool was a licensing issue because Activision and Marvel hate each other.
I've noticed.
And they put games up and then pulled them down immediately.
And you're once again screwed if you have the license for it, I know, but that can get tricky sometimes when you if you try to switch accounts or you try to
if you switch accounts, it's gone.
You're gone. That's
right.
Because they did that with the Ultimate Alliance games for the longest time. They just disappeared, and they brought them back. I do have those on PS4 because I was really like those games.
I'm 100% positive now that within 6 months those are going to be gone.
I don't doubt that at all. So I'm glad I have them at least. Yeah.
So what you're saying is I have to be very leery when I buy a Marvel game or something like that because the license can be pulled and they'll just take them on and off whenever they feel like it. So it's not a good investment. That's crazy. And I mean, we got Disney making billions of dollars on every movie.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of these deals, especially the one with Activision, happened long before Disney owned them, and that's probably part of the issue. Like Disney doesn't want to play with Activision; they want to own all this for themselves.
I mean, we saw what happened with EA.
That's what I was going to say.
That's a good segue.
Yeah, buddy, go ahead.
What happened with EA, Doc? Please explain to me.
Please talk.
Yeah, because EA decided that they wanted to make a lot of money off of everyone's habit and addiction for Star Wars, so they put in loot boxes, loot crates, whatever the hell you want to call them, and you charge you for them, and you would have to, it's kind of like a pay to win if I understood it correctly. You can buy these characters and that stuff out of there. All this crazy nonsense. The fans reacted, so they listened to the fans and they pulled it. But funny enough is that Disney actually called them, and this decision went through. But the damage was already done by the negative feedback and everything else, causing a $3 billion drop in stock value. Yeah, needless to say, that's what happens when you become a little greedy asshole.
Well, and I think it's funny because this is the first time I can remember it ever happening. People have complained about things for a long time. And I remember way back in my podcasting history, listening to Podcast Beyond, Colin Moriarty would always say, vote with your wallet, vote with your wallet. Nobody votes with their wallet. And I've always kind of agreed with that. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to buy it. Like, and I've always, and Brandon makes fun of me sometimes, like, what you buy doesn't matter. Like, Sunset Overdrive's not going to get that money.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first time where people really, really did say, you know what? Let's vote with our wallet. Yeah. Let's just not get it. It's probably a really fun game, but I'm not going to buy it.
Yep.
And I appreciate that the consumer has decided as a whole, we're not going to do this. And Arado just said he did nothing wrong.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, I totally get you. I mean, they voted with their wallet. I mean, this is the first year I didn't buy it. I mean, I love Star Wars. I'm a huge fanatic. I love Star Wars. But you know what? I was like, to be honest, there's a crap ton of other games that are better quality, that offer me a better experience, that isn't trying to rob me blind and make me pay to actually enjoy the game. I think you had said something in our chat that was like absurd amount of hours would have to be done.
It was like to get all of the characters in the game, you would have had to put 1,400 real life hours into it, or like $2,500 or $3,000 to buy everything.
It's ridiculous. I mean, off of a game. I mean, the first one was so much fun. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I played that one on PlayStation, and you know, I was really enjoyed the whole thing. But then come to this mess, I'm like, you just took Star Wars and said, you know what? Here's a cash cow machine. Just have them swipe their cards.
Yeah,
that's all you're viewing it as. And I'm like, it's to the point where, you know, Madden, like, you get a little bit of this, you get a little bit of that, and here's Ultimate Team, which is 90% of the game. Yeah, spend all your money in here and buy cards. Oh, they're obsolete next year. And so that's what it's seeing. You know, I see the microtransactions, but what I know this is going to be very unpopular with some people, but I hope that these things become illegal and they're gambling. I do. I really do. Because you know what? This teaches them a lesson. Like, you can't chintz out on content in a game and try to make up for it in this manner, you know? Because what are you ultimately giving the consumer? I mean, you don't have a choice. You don't know what you're going to get in these loot crates. You don't know what you're going to get in the cards, but yet you expect me to pay you $5 a time to try to see what I'm going to get? You know?
Yeah, I don't know that I feel like they should be taken away. I can understand that argument. I feel like there's been plenty of games where they've done it well, and I mean, we've talked about that before. Yeah. There's plenty of times where I thought loot crates added to a game, or like in PUBG, they give you cosmetic upgrades.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you don't have to use the money to get it. But if you want to support the game, and if you want that cool hat or whatever in the game, you know, drop a few bucks on it and see if you get it. So I feel like EA is ruining it for everyone. And I think I said on Twitter, but like, it's like they decided, let's ruin loot boxes so nobody can have them ever again. What could we do? Let's do it as bad as possible.
But see, and that's when Destiny's like, oh, hold my beer, let's do this, you know?
Oh, geez, yeah.
You know, and you got Destiny walking in like, let's just rig the whole damn thing. We'll just code this thing so they consumers get screwed, so they actually, you know, they don't have a chance in hell with it unless they buy something. Then we'll give them a little something. So
yeah, so for those of you that don't know, it's come out that Activision coded it into the game that Destiny is harder for people that don't spend money and don't buy the upgrades or whatever, the game makes it harder on you. And then when you buy the upgrade, it makes it easier for you. So it feels like, oh, good, I got rewarded for that, so that you'll buy more. Kind of like a drug dealer.
Can I have another hit, please?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say I've dropped about $30 extra into Destiny because I kept on getting epic loot. So it makes sense. I went to the dealer and got that powder stuff and, the sparks or whatever. And I got epic little ships and all that stuff. I was like, oh, yeah. And then I was getting all these epic drops. But, I was like, I didn't put 2 and 2 and correlate together. And then this come out, I was like, you sons of bitches.
So now have you stopped putting money into it?
I haven't played Destiny 2 since after the second week, because there was just no content to get me going back. I came back to try to raid. I went into a raid group with the thing, and then everyone just kind of left because it was like, oh, they're not really working out. So, and there's just nothing in Destiny 2 to keep me coming back right now. There's a major issue to make me want to come back, some games make you want to come back, and this one, unfortunately, is missing that secret ingredient to make me want to come back.
Yeah, and I know that there was that patent that leaked a few months ago that Activision tried to get patented a few years ago that was a game system that rewards and punishes people who do and don't pay for microtransactions.
Yep.
Once that document leaked, Activision came out and said, and this was only like a few weeks ago or a month or so ago, Activision came out and said, yeah, that really sucks, but we haven't implemented this into any games yet. We're just looking at it for future options, which is complete bullshit now that we know that they've done it in this game that's out now.
Oh, that thing should totally not be ever implemented in a game. And if it should be outlawed, banned, everything. I mean, that's just ridiculous kind of technology. And I don't know. I mean, I understand people don't like change, but that kind of change is some BS because it's like some weird persuasion AI crap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so let's say, like, I feel like people should be allowed to vote with their wallets and pick what they want to pick and not play the games. I like that people decided they were going to punish EA for doing this to Star Wars. But in a game like Destiny, people didn't know until they found out that it was in the coding of the game. I think it should be illegal to make this part of the code of the game without saying on the box, FYI, this game does contain the engine that makes you want to spend extra money on it. And then people can decide, like, I'm not going to get that one. It's like putting, GMO on a steak. But I don't know. Maybe just get rid of them all, but I feel like there's so many implications where it would work well. Like, I felt like the way they did it in Marvel Heroes was good, but obviously it wasn't good enough, so maybe they should have made that game engine in it where it was harder for people who didn't buy upgrades. I don't know. But I don't know. Like with Marvel, you would get your loot crates throughout the game, and occasionally they would hold a new character or they would hold a new suit, but you didn't have to spend money on it, and you would get loot crates. I don't know. Probably if you played the game regularly, you'd get a few loot crates a week just by playing it. And then if you wanted to get extra, you could pay money for it. But when a game like Star Wars is requiring 1,300 hours to get all of the loot that you need, it's bad for gaming. It's bad for people, and it puts a black eye on the hobby that we all enjoyed so much.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I know don't want to beat it into the ground anymore as much as we have, but I mean, playing Call of Duty, you get the supply drops in it, and it's all purely cosmetic stuff, right? Mm-hmm. With this stuff, you can literally just play the game and randomly, I mean, over an hour, I got like 6 supply drops, or you can buy them, and they're 200 Call of Duty points are $2 a box is what they are. And so when you do it, you get these cards, and randomly you'll get some cards that go towards these epic weapons that you'll be able to unlock within your thing that give you perks, XP, and that stuff. But so I was noticing, and then when you scroll over and you look at the Call of Duty points before you buy it, it even has this huge warning thing that says that buying these will not get you everything that you need to unlock stuff within the game. It must be done within the actual game that are given to you. It's really weird. I was like, what? So
they're getting ahead of the lawsuits.
Yeah, they just put that in. I was like, this is interesting. So all the legal jargon's there. So before you buy it, it's telling you like, yeah, even if you buy this thing, you ain't gonna get what you need. So it's like, well, why even buy? So,
like, hey, you want those cool boots? You're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was joking with my brother. I'm like, $2 to not get what you want. But I still can't believe they have these $100+ options to buy loot crates. I mean, if you do that, if you do that, folks, maybe you should just, go
send
find
me
something.
money.
Yeah, I'm like, donate it to charity because you're literally setting your money on fire.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I feel like we lost Brandon on that talk.
Yeah, I'm here. I pulled a doc on that one.
I need to find something that you guys can talk about that I can sit back and not talk about. This must be nice. I just don't know how to shut up.
Oh, me either. I mean, when I get in a groove, I like getting in a groove.
You got in that BJ Blazkowicz groove.
Oh, God.
Oh.
So let's swing on over into some list. That sounds like
I guess it's my turn to finally do a games list. It's been so long.
So explain the premise.
For those of you who are just tuning in, what we do every week is one of us will go through. We have gigantic backlogs, as do all of you, I'm sure. Anybody who's listening to the show is well aware of the premise of a backlog. But we've got hundreds and hundreds of games and movies sitting there waiting for us to play. And we'd like a little kick in the ass to let us know what we should get to now.
Yes.
Because everybody knows what a pain it is to sit there and look at a list that's 400 games long, and you're like, I don't know what to play. I'm going to spend
nothing.
And then you play nothing. You're like, I'll just go back and play Terraria. And that's how you end up with 1,000 hours on Skyrim. So this week I've got games, and I'm going to do 3 games. I labored over this pretty hard because, like I said, I've got a lot to choose from. I think I decided to go with Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, which is the remastered Jak and Daxter 1 that just came out on PS4.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm still salty about that game. No, go ahead.
Why are you? Oh, you
it
didn't
wasn't
get it,
included in my copy. I pre-ordered it just for that.
Where did you pre-order it from?
I swear for a second there, I thought you were doing.
It's printed off on a receipt. It was never. I don't think it was packaged in.
I did my online thing. I pre-ordered online pickup in store.
That's what I'm saying, but it should have printed off on your receipt.
No, I never got it. I remember talking to you. I looked at the receipt and there was nothing on it.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
All right, go ahead.
Sorry,
it's one of my all-time platformers. Okay,
but you just started sniffing coke on the show. I was very confused.
Jak and Daxter brings a bag.
Yeah, that one time, that hooker.
Let me get this.
No, I never. I know it's kind of a newish game. The remake is, at least. I never played the first one either, and I love platformers, and I love that kind of style of cartoony, fun platformer, and I never played that one. Sly Cooper is one that I always missed out on too, and I finally went back and played a couple years ago, and I was like, what was wrong with me? Like, the Sly Cooper games are so fun. They might be my favorite platformers. So Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, The Order 1886, Brandon just talked about that one. And I'm not sure what to make the third game. Terraria. I want to put another 100 hours into Terraria. I think I'm going to go with Resident Evil 7 or Arkham Knight.
Damn it! See,
which one's on the Xbox platform?
Neither.
Well, both of them are on it.
Yeah.
I don't own it on Xbox. I'm going to go with Arkham Knight just because Resident Evil 7, I still got to figure out whether or not my fiance Tanya wants me to play it with her or not. So Jak and Daxter, Order, Resident Evil 7.
Yep. Fuck. So now what we always do is Doc and I will put our vote in case there's a tie, which has happened twice already.
Mm-hmm.
3 times actually. Damn. I'm gonna pick The Order. I love Just Cause, but The Order you love an easy plat, and you can totally have it done by the time we talk next week. So that's a plus.
Yeah, I think that's what I like about having The Order on the list is it would be kind of like a cool all right, it's off my backlog. You know, I got through that and I love short games. We talked about it earlier. I'm at the age now where it's like, I want to get to all of these games. Can you please make them shorter?
It's still not that it holds any water to how the game is. That's the prettiest game I've ever played. It is just gorgeous. So I'll put my vote on the Order. What about you, Doug?
Well, I've beaten every game in this series, so Jack and Dexter. So I love it. I love the comedy. So I mean, I just love that series. It's probably, top 5 platforming game out there. So definitely enjoy that. I hope that wins. Poll for Doc, everyone. If you like Doc, vote for Jack and Dexter.
Well, now we know it won. End of poll. So we'll put the poll up on Twitter after the show. It'll run for 24 hours, and then Alden will come tomorrow.
What?
Next week. You're coming over tomorrow to tell me how it was. He'll be over here on – I can't.
What is he talking about? Brandon's at a podcast. That's why
we do 2.
That's why we're doing 2 podcasts a week.
Plug.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be really cool. Whatever you guys pick, I will play it, I will talk about it, and I will try to be more eloquent than Brandon just was explaining that.
I do it every week. I'm tired of explaining. Last thing before we go, Doc, we never touched on what'd you do for Thanksgiving, my man? How was your holidays?
Oh yeah, it was good for me. Had friends that were in Okinawa with me when I was deployed over there with my wife, and I came over to visit us, and then we went to my in-laws, and I actually got to go swimming on Thanksgiving because it was 91 degrees here in Southern California. Woohoo! It was cold as crap, by the way. So I got in the jacuzzi area, which was nice and warm.
Just rub it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But no, it was nice. It was crazy. I done a lot of firsts. Actually went to Denny's for lunch on Thanksgiving because dinner wasn't until late at night.
That's the way you said that.
I was like, oh, interesting. But
I do like you said that kind of trepidatiously, but it also kind of sounded like there's a little bit of smugness to it. Like I went to Denny's.
I mean, y'all had a grand slam because I did.
I had chicken tenders and fries. It was so good. But okay, all the listeners, if you haven't seen on my my Instagram or Twitter, I've been losing a lot of weight and working out, and so I'm on this If It Fits Your Macros, and my plan was I get to count calories for Thanksgiving, so it's like, I'm allowed to have a look
at the Denny's then.
Yeah, I know. I was like, YOLO, let's have some fun. So, but yeah, it was like I had a lot of fun. But it was good. I mean, beyond that, my post-Thanksgiving is extremely busy with soup kitchens, with charity drives for the homeless now and everything else. So it was a good holiday. So, now I'm getting back into the spirit to help all the homeless people for the holidays.
We got to stop letting Doc go first.
Because we're going to sound so shitty.
Now when I say that Alden, at my house, we had Alden's family over, and we recorded the other episode of our podcast and had our children and our spouses on, spouse and fiance, our women folk on, and ate food and watched football.
Yeah, and just recorded podcast all day long.
And we didn't go to soup nights.
And then I
gotta stop.
And I had to edit it for a week and a half. That's kind of like charity work, right?
He has to deal with me. That is the epitome.
That was. I did like true. Doc helped really need people that really needed it. I had to listen to Brandon for 8 hours.
Not easy.
And yeah, we were supposed to come. I talked about this on the other show. We were supposed to come over and make all the food because Brandon has a negative 2-week-old in the house.
Technically, yes.
Technically, Logan is like his due date is what? Like December 15th.
He's not supposed to be here for another 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. So he was actually 10 days old at that point. So we were going to come over and not let them cook and do anything. And it just his wife, Mary, couldn't let us do everything.
She's a great cook. And
she made the ham. Like, we didn't even do the hard stuff.
So Alden and I just sat right here and recorded #DadPod, which everybody should listen to.
Plug. Goodness gracious.
Raise your hand if you like #DadPod.
Oh, I raise my hand. Doc, I can't see you right now because Brandon has the camera.
You know what?
us.
No. We can call out Doc right now.
Oh, I see his hand, though.
We can call him out.
What are we going to call him out about?
We gave a shout-out to Doc in the last episode.
Well,
I don't care. I'm going to do it. I love him. Yeah, Doc. Nope. Don't show me your blank phone.
What does that mean?
I was going to it's downloaded to my thing. I just hadn't been driving to listen to it all. So.
Brandon's just an asshole.
I am. You should have showed it to the homeless people. They would have enjoyed it. There's something to laugh about.
Yeah.
Look, we're here for you in your time of need to make you laugh. I actually was laughing so hard during the last episode that I literally blacked out and fell into Auden's lap.
And this is
not a joke. This is like the third time that's happened.
I'm sorry to take a few more minutes of this podcast to talk about it. We didn't even explain this on the episode very well. So this is a Digital Hoarders exclusive. Brandon started saying something really dumb. I made fun of him for it. He realized it. He started laughing so hard that he laid his head down on the table, this table right here. And I was just like, oh, Brandon's really laughing this time. And then he started to slide with his head started to slide with the tablecloth. All of the equipment started falling off the table and his head landed in my lap. And I said on the show, well, now Brandon's in my lap, but it cut off right there. Right before I even said that, because
he unplugged everything.
He unplugged everything, and then he looks up at me and goes, "What? Where? How did that happen? I was where?" Yep. And I'm like, "Whoa!" And I thought he was just being an idiot, and then it became clear. Well, yeah, by the look in his eyes, he was just so confused.
So
he's like, I actually passed out. And I was like, and he's like, no, I really passed out.
So that's all the fun stuff you missed on our other show is.
Oh, good Lord.
Nobody passes out on this show. So Doc, get to it.
Except for the listeners when we talk about loot crates.
I'm going to label that the Panther effect. That's it.
Ooh.
Jaguar?
He's a Jaguar.
Yeah, Jaguar, whatever.
Oh, no. Rewind.
I think Panthers are sexy. No,
60% of the time, it works every time.
But yes,
that's funny.
Good talk.
Well, any closing remarks, guys? Last things, shout outs, hashtags.
This awesome shirt.
Oh yeah,
be super
Moss.
For Moss, which was our episode 2 guest, Richard, not Moss. Quill was on episode 2. Richard Lico, if you guys didn't see that, the animator behind this awesome mouse was on episode 2. And we're totally going to have him on again because he's a fan of the show, which is really cool. He listens to it. But when we had him on, the audio was kind of crap.
Yeah.
So we want to get it back on because he's a really cool guy. And if you saw, he's he's doing a speech at GDC, which is awesome. So I'm so proud and happy for him. So shout out to this awesome show.
Yeah, he's a really great dude. And I don't remember if I talked about it on the last episode or if it was after the episode that I played it. But that demo for Moss is unbelievable. It's really cool. My daughter played it too, and she was just in love with it. So yeah, and I want to give a shout out. I'm wearing this shirt, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Guerrilla Games. They were gracious enough to ignore all of my stuff on Twitter. So Guerrilla Games, if you want to talk, get at me.
I know they listen. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I'll just leave it on. I had Santa Claus come, PS4 Pro, baby, great holiday system and all that stuff.
Right. What did Santa Claus bring you?
Oh, he brought me some. Yeah, brought me some beanies, and I'm a walking billboard for PlayStation now.
Now you're gonna get beat up at the Xbox shows.
That's right.
Yeah. What's up? No, it's all good. That's what being a gamer is all about. Getting to enjoy just anything and everything that comes out. So I'm excited. So definitely great to chat with you guys this week. And I just want to give a huge shout out to everyone for stopping by and chatting with us this week. Chat has been off the chain. So thank you everyone for joining us live. And for those listening in your car, at home, or at a later time, we also thank you for your support. It means a ton to us. Always can chat with us at Twitter. Our hashtags, at symbols, all that stuff. You see us online, get at us. We'll get back to you with your comments, questions, and concerns. Any last things, gentlemen?
No.
Not that I can think of. Thank you.
Love you guys.
We'll be back next week. I don't know what we're talking about yet.
We'll talk about
I was going to have a cool plug there, but I got nothing.
Loot crates.
Loot crates.
So on that note, have a wonderful week, folks.